So the difference between this boot versus a traditional overlap boot is that this has 3 pieces. It's got a main body chassis that steers the boot. It's got a rear cuff and it's got a flex tongue.
But one day I was looking at the skin of my knuckle. You look at that on your own knuckle, you'll see that it folds, and you'll see those nice round corrugations. So we thought, well, let's put some rounded bumps on the front of a ski boot and make the thing flex. The NASA connection arose from doing some spacesuit work in the early 70s. And 2 of our engineers worked directly for NASA. And with their collaboration, we came up with the concept of a movable distortion-free joint with corrugations. For example, if you have a paper towel tube, cardboard tube, and you bend it, it's going to buckle. But if you have one of those straws that have corrugations on it, you can bend the thing forever and it bends without distortion or deformation.
They've got the cable system, so that evenly distributes the pressure throughout the tongue and also to your leg. These cuffs aren't riveted like traditional boots, so it's got kind of a natural flex, a natural forward flex. So that in combination with the tongue and the cable system, it's a completely different construction, which makes the full tilt, far and away better when it comes to a natural flex.
Boot just feels pretty much like your ankle, moves like your ankle moves.
The other buckles give you pressure points and stuff. The cables just wrap the boot right around you.
Another thing I really like about these boots is the adjustable flex and how within minutes you can change pretty much the tongue and change the flex of the boot from as stiff as you want to as soft as you want.
The greatest part about the tongues on these boots is they're interchangeable. It's just a little clip. So you have the interchangeability of doing that, where other boots, it's like if you want to do that, you got to cut something and compromise the whole integrity of the boot for the rest of the life of the boot. Open your boot up, spread these things, that's it, out. Yeah, you can use a screwdriver or your hands. Boom, in. Looks like you got a new boot. That easy.
So if you're in Colorado and it's -10 and you're trying to ride some park, throw a soft tongue in and it's like they would be when it was normal temperature out.
If you want to ski some big mountain lines, ski some real big jumps, throw the stiffer tongues on.
I like to ride, I'm not quite the stiffest, but just a step down, but if for some reason the conditions or I'm kind of changing my style up a little bit, I can change out the tongue and get a different flex from it.
The flex with this, it's bar none, the best. It's what keeps me from getting boot bang. It keeps me from not ending my day when I jump a huge cliff. I ski for the rest of the day. If I was in a 4-buckle boot, I've been there, done that, that's the end of the trip. Have to go home. And there's been a lot of other people that have skied in this boot but moved away from it, mostly just because of the money, and I'm not here doing it for the money. I'm doing it because it works for me.